Thank you for tuning in to Mikey Talks. I'm your host, Mikey Lennon, and today I'm going to talk about insecurities. It is easy to be insecure about a lot of different things. For me, I had thin hair and I was insecure about that. I let it get to me. I hated the way I looked in the mirror and just got tired of having that thin hair and just seeing nothing but thin hair when I seen myself in the mirror or in pictures, and I would always wear a hat because of that. I still wear beanies and all that, but that's because I've grown to really like having beanies and they become part of my fashion style, so I still like wearing them a lot. But I was insecure about my hair, and by shaving off that thin hair, I was able to shave away my insecurity and make myself feel a little bit better. But that's not the only thing I was insecure about. I used to, when I was a kid, or not, well, I call everyone a kid anyways, but more realistically, when I was in middle school and early high school, I was really insecure about my voice. I really hated my voice, and I thought my voice sounded really boring, and I thought everyone thought my voice was really boring and hated my voice. The reason I thought that was because one of my brother's friends once said that he liked my brother's voice because he has a lot of inflection in his voice. But when it came to my voice, I was always monotone, and I have no emotion in my voice whatsoever, and it's just always the same, it's always monotone. I also had a person in middle school asked me how come I never joke around or laugh and how come my voice is so boring. I also had my other brother just mock my voice all the time. He would mock my voice no matter what I did. If I laughed, he mocked my laugh. If I was quiet, he mocked me being quiet. If I said something, he mocked me saying something and mocked my voice. So I became really insecure about my voice because I just thought it was really boring, and I thought nobody liked to hear me talk. I thought everybody hated my voice. So I was insecure about that for a few years. In high school, I also had this one girl tell me I should talk more because my voice is really cool and it was nice and mellow and they really liked my voice. And they're like, you should talk more. You have a good voice, talk more. And that's just another one of my insecurities that I used to have, and it's the same reason why when I first started singing, I would sing, but I would personally make my voice sound as terrible as possible when other people are around. And my reason for that was if I purposely made my voice sound bad when I sang, people understand that I'm joking around, and it would be okay to be a bad singer because I'm joking around and having fun, so it didn't matter. But if I purposely try to sing and I sounded bad, it would mean I'm a bad singer and people would know I'm a bad singer. And I felt like I was a bad singer, so I purposely sang as horribly as possible so that people would know and assume I was joking around and they would not know how bad I actually sang. So that was a really big insecurity of mine for a couple of years. I've grown past that. I've grown to actually like my voice. Honestly, I could thank YouTube for that because the more I heard my voice when I edited videos or singing into a microphone with headphones on, so I can hear my voice when I would sing my songs, it really did help me become better at liking my voice, and I actually do really like my voice now, and now I'm not insecure about that whatsoever. But it also helps when I had people say that they liked my singing and that I sounded good, because I can use some work. Everybody can use work when it comes to singing and sounding better, but just having people say that even though I can use some work, I do sound decent. I sound okay for the time I've been singing. It made me feel better about my singing voice and talking voice and just my voice in general. And so everybody has insecurities. It happens to everyone, you know? I mean, I'm short. I'm like 5'5", and when I first actually started realizing I was short in I think 11th grade, like a 10th, 11th grade. And the reason is because I used to be average height in elementary school, and in middle school it's kind of average height. But then I stopped growing when I was 13. Yeah, I was 12 or 13 when I stopped growing. I grew to 5'5" at 13, stopped growing, and then everybody just kept growing. And then I went from average height to being short. And once that sunk in that I was short and that I wasn't going to grow anymore when everybody else around me was taller than me and they're still growing, kind of made me feel a little insecure. And especially when you hear a whole bunch of jokes about short guys and how girls don't like short guys, that made me a little insecure when I was a little bit younger. But in time I realized being short, that means really nothing. It has no really effect on your attractiveness. If people think you're attractive or not, it's regardless of your height. It's not really going to change anything like that. There's still going to be people that find me attractive even though I'm a short person. Nobody really cares about height. And those are just a few of my insecurities that I've had and I've grown past. I've just don't have those insecurities anymore. And the reason I make this video is because it is easy for people to be insecure. It's easy for you to see your own flaws and be insecure about yourself, whether it's your voice or your height or your thinning hair when you're only like 20 years old. I'm 22 now and just started shaving because it took a few years for me to actually get the motivation to actually start shaving my head. When it comes to insecurities, it's just really easy to overthink yourself, overthink your insecurities, and all you see is your insecurities, and that's all you notice, but you don't notice all the great things about you. My height is not actually a flaw. I perceived it as a flaw when in reality it was not a flaw. It's the same with my voice. I thought my voice was a flaw because I was told I was monotone. I was told I sounded boring when I talked. I was told I had a hideous voice basically, and I thought that was a flaw. But the reality is my voice was not a flaw. Even though I perceived it as a flaw, it was still not a flaw. I was just insecure about it because of what a few people said. The reality is my voice is not that bad. The reality is there are people that like my voice. I had someone tell me that I should even talk more because I had a cool sounding voice. And to think that my voice was a flaw because I was monotone and I had no emotion in my voice, it was stupid thing to think it was a flaw. Everyone, well not, I can't say everyone, but a lot of people do experience hair loss. When it comes to hair loss, there's a lot of people, like more people than you'd think, that start having hair loss in their late teens or in their 20s. It's like early hair loss. It happens to a lot of people, but a majority of people do experience some kind of hair loss before they're 40 years old. They start realizing that they're starting to lose their hair. And it can be scary at first. But the thing is, it's not a flaw to lose your hair. It's only a flaw if you perceive it as a flaw. It's only a flaw if you truly believe it is a flaw. But the reality is, it's not a flaw. Insecurities, it's easy to see them as flaws, but the reality is, it's most likely not a flaw. Because everybody has their own things that they don't think is perfect or see as ideal. So my advice is, when it comes to insecurities, just embrace your insecurities and try to find a way to be happy with it and then go on from there. I mean, my voice, I hate my voice so much, you know, because I was so insecure about it because of what people said. But yeah, when I started editing videos, honestly, no matter who you are, once you start hearing your voice in a video, it makes your ears bleed at first. But then after a few months of editing videos, I've grown accustomed to my voice, and now I can hear my voice in a video and it does not bother me whatsoever. I can watch a video of myself, it doesn't bother me whatsoever to hear my voice. I can sing and it doesn't bother me to hear my voice at all because when I got used to it. And then it's like, you know, my voice is not that bad. Actually kind of like my voice or my hair. I was really self-conscious about my hair. I didn't like it, so I shaved it off. When I shaved it off, I was like, you know, I actually kind of like the way I look, you know? I don't have to worry about my hair anymore. I don't have to feel ugly because my hair is thinning. And that thin hair made me feel ugly, but now that I don't have that hair and I have nothing to hide, I don't feel as ugly anymore. And that's all I have for this video, is embrace your insecurities. Everybody has things they're insecure about, everybody has things that they see as flawed. Really, when it comes down to it, it's not really a flaw, it's just something you don't see as ideal and you believe could be better. But it's just better to embrace everything. It's better to embrace yourself, embrace how you look, embrace how you are. Just embrace yourself, become happy with yourself, and just live your life. And that's what I have for this video. I have a goal. My goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers. And right now, as filming this, I have 0 subscribers. So if you'd like to help me reach my goal, go ahead and subscribe down below. And I would really appreciate that because it helped me reach my goal. And I just realized this was behind me. So that's probably really irritating to anyone watching this. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.